welcome to another edition of Old Reacts with your brother Puerto Rican Omar. Alright, today's video is actually another idea from somebody that I was basically kind of going back and forth with, right? On somebody else's channel. So I had commented how I'm a revert answer to a question. And I stated something like, that I believe everything in the Quran and in the authentic hadiths. So anyway, so he tries to come and makes his comment to me, right? So I'm going to show you what he said, right? Let me show you his comment. Okay? Now, his name looks like an Indian name. I don't know what that says. Those of you from that area, I'm sure you can see what his name is. If you want, translate it for me, please. But either way, it doesn't matter. So look. So he actually gave me the idea to do this video, right? But I want to read to you the conversation we have right here, right? So he comes and tells me, "Oh man, you have wrong info about Islam. They lying. They lying is Islamic. It's pathetic cult. No offense. So you call Islam a pathetic cult and then follow that with no offense? No offense, but you're an idiot. All right, let's continue. You should watch Christian Prince and listen to his arguments and sources. He refers, then ask yourself, really what sounds Islamic? Christian Prince." So this is my response. I've listened to Christian Prince plenty of times and watched him get destroyed again and again by Muslims. He's the biggest fraud of all, with laughing emojis. And that's all facts. I've watched him get destroyed. And I've also watched him where he be preying on like these ignorant Muslims that don't have a whole bunch of knowledge. Their knowledge of the deen is very, very weak. And so they're easily duped. And this guy is a master at manipulation. But before I continue with that, let's read the whole thing right here. Then I said, I have more respect for the dirt under my shoes. Islam is the truth. I will go to my grave believing in La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. I'm dying with that. Let me tell you that. I'm never giving that up. I did my research. I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show me what the truth is. And I went into it fully sincere. And he showed me without a doubt, without any doubt, Islam is the truth. Anyway, he responds with, "You're a professional reactor. I see why you don't react to Christian Prince." And I said, you know what? Thank you for the inspiration. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Not my next video, but the one after that. I have another topic to touch on first. But thanks again. This is him. Inshallah to that. Call him sometimes. So look what he's saying. Call him sometimes. Maybe even go live on your channel. If I believed in the ultimate truth through revelation, I would think that I can destroy 100 Christian princes together. A mere human with false religion, and I have truth on my side. So, listen. So, let me tell you what he's trying to do there. So he's clearly a Christian Prince follower. And I believe I know why he loves him so much. Because what Christian Prince does is he sets people up with his channel. So as soon as you hit him with something, right, where you call him out on his fraudulence, what he does is he'll mute you and then start insulting you, won't let you talk. The only time he lets anybody talk is if they don't know much. And he'll only let them talk, and even if they don't, it's not that they don't know much, he'll only let somebody talk until they proven him wrong, and then he does a complete hit job. He's a complete fraud. He's a coward. He hides behind the camera. He don't want to show his face. Sheikh Uthman done called him out. He calls him Christian Princess. And that's what I called him too. Because that's what he is. He doesn't deserve Christian Prince. He's a princess. He's a coward. And he's so insulting. That's why I'm being insulting. Because he doesn't deserve respect. When you're a coward like that, and you're that disrespectful, and you're such a liar, you don't deserve respect. So I'm not going to give it to you. I'm the wrong one for that. You're not going to get that from me. But what I will do, I will disrespect you. Because you earned it. Now, let me play this video right here. And it's called, this is from E.F. Dower. And it's called The Downfall of Christian Prince.
Allahu a'la wa akbar. Allahu aqwa wa aqdar.
The following video is a timeline of events that led to the downfall of Christian Prince. For those that are unfamiliar with Christian Prince, he is a self-proclaimed graduate in the field of Sharia law. To Christian polemicists, he is seen as a teacher. To Muslims, he is merely seen as a glorified troll.
Hey, listen, Abdul, I'm not a kid. I am a scholar, you are a donkey.
And that's the thing. You know, it's funny, right? You have these Christians that actually think this guy is some kind of scholar in Arabic, and like he knows Islam and this and that. And nothing could be further from the truth. He's a complete fraud. And then what happens is most Christian apologists, and I'm talking more the extreme ones, because I'm not gonna go and diss the ones that have respect, because they don't deserve to be disrespected. But these other clowns like Christian Prince, David Wood, apostate prophet, all these clowns, man, all these clowns. All they do, they're complete frauds. They're all liberal. And all they do is lie. Lie, 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 lie. They have nothing to really offer in terms of truth. Nothing. They got nothing to stand on. And they don't care. And they have mental issues. They really do. You know what? One thing I'll give some props, a little bit of props to who is it? David Wood, who's another clown, is at least he admits he's a psychopath. He admits he's a psychopath. And so is this guy, in my opinion. And if he's not a psychopath, for sure he's a liar. There's no dispute there. But if you hear some of the things that comes out this guy's mouth, it's disgusting. And here's another thing. They look at him, so these guys like David Wood and all these other guys, they look at him like he's some kind of teacher because he knows the Arabic. He's a scholar in Arabic. Meanwhile, Brother Muhammad Hijab and Brother Ali Dawa called him out on that. They proved that he's not. He couldn't even read correctly something really short. Now, if you're really a scholar in Arabic, you wouldn't be making these kind of mistakes. But yet, he did on camera. He's a buffoon. You got called out, you got exposed, because you trash. That's what you are. And that's why they treat you disrespectfully, because you earned it. If you wasn't disrespectful, no one would do that. People would show you respect. But you get what you give. And that's all you've given. And you're a liar. A liar. And you use your little platform. You got your little friend reaching out to me and talking about, oh yeah, you should do a video, and then try to tell them, oh, you're a professional reactor, so you know what? You shouldn't have no problem. Matter of fact, you should call him. You should go live and call him. For what? So he could go and play his stupid little games to try to insult me? I'm not stupid. You got the wrong one for that. I'm the wrong one for that. Try to dupe somebody else. You want to play psychological games, man? Come on, man. You a clown too. So I'm exposing you too. On you too. Okay? Just like I remember seeing a video, there was some, I think it was like a Southern Baptist preacher or whatever, and he was talking to the congregation, right? And he was saying, he was like, I used to be a Muslim, praying to the east, saying, and then he like tried to say like, I think it was like, oh yeah, he tried to say Al-Fatiha. And I swear while he was saying Al-Fatiha, he said like yabba dabba do or something. Like he couldn't even get his words straight. He clearly went on Google and tried to memorize this. He couldn't do it. It was complete buffoonery. But the crazy part is that the audience was like, whoa, look at him. He's speaking Arabic. He really knows what he's talking about. This is amazing. They're gobbling it up and they don't even realize he's lying to them. Complete lies. Any Muslim that would have heard this, and you probably laugh for like 5 minutes. But that's what I'm saying. The guy literally said, yabba dabba do, man. And he was trying to recite Al-Fatiha. Instead of Ya Kanasta'in, he goes yabba dabba do. And that's what I'm saying. And these people fall for it. They gobble it up. So these guys, they prey on your ignorance. They play on your lack of knowledge on certain things. And so y'all gobble it up. Stop falling for these clowns' tricks. They're manipulating you. Don't you care about truth? Anyway, let's hear this video, man.
While his identity isn't known, apart from a few old images that can be found online, Christian Prince has been made infamous for propagating his anti-Islamic rhetoric on the internet for decades. On the 8th of December, 2019, Farid released his first video on the lies of Christian Prince. By the 28th of December, the list of lies grew to 59. Christian Prince finally responded with a video that he called The Confused Muslim. In this video, he responded to 2 of the 59 accusations that were made. Within 48 hours, Farid responded with a thorough refutation that received 16,000 views, a large number for a relatively small channel.
And I did watch that. And I mean, that brother did a great job. Let me tell you, that brother Farid, he did a wonderful job exposing this clown, man.
Christian Prince had unintentionally brought greater viewership to the Farid Responds channel. He then returned to his old strategy of ignoring Farid's videos. Farid eventually
So he helped Brother Farid, thinking the opposite was gonna happen. Come on, man.
reached his goal of 100 lies and released the full compilation on Muhammad Hijab's channel,
of a pseudo-intellectual fraud, debauchery, sexual depravity, impiety.
forcing more pressure onto Christian Prince to deal with the allegations. Instead of responding to the 98 allegations that were made, along with the 2 extra responses that were refuted, Christian Prince decided to take a new route. He came up with the idea of challenging Farid to a Skype debate in a video he called the 100 Spank Challenge, where he alleged that he wished to go through all the 100 lies with Farid. Christian Prince even had a change in tone, claiming that he would respect Farid and address him respectfully.
Yeah.
We welcome Mr. Farid, and I promise you, Mr. Farid, I will call you Mr. Farid the whole video.
Listen, your promises are worthless. You have no credibility. So you want to go on there? Maybe your followers are gullible enough to believe you. And you know what? Some of your followers, they know you lying. I think the guy that reached out to me and told me to go on your, I think he knows you're lying. That's why he tried to set me up. But you tried to set up the wrong guy, the wrong brother. Cause I ain't dumb. I don't fall for that nonsense, man. You a clown. Y'all clowns.
I will not call you potato, tomato, no. I will be sure to treat you nice. The same as
Yeah,
this
right.
potato, Fifi, sons of Muta. See, Mimi, Hijab, and Fifi, the fraud, they are a bunch of whore like this whore.
On
See that?
January the 18th, Farid released
They are a bunch of whore like this whore.
on
That's how
January
he
the
talks.
18th, Farid
That's how he talks. All he does is hit jobs and insults, and he's a disgusting person. In my opinion.
released a response explaining that he wouldn't entertain a Skype debate due to Christian Prince's history of foul play. After all, Christian Prince admits himself that he is unfair to Muslims.
This is not fair. Do you believe in fairness?
My friend, I don't know. I don't believe in fairness. You are a Muslim.
He hangs up on callers when he finds himself without an answer.
Answer 5 of my questions.
My
If you
friend,
can
you
answer
have
them,
no question. You are no one. You are a potato. You've been served and you've been cooked. Don't call me again. Next time, let your dad call me. Get lost.
Once, he even hung up on someone, then claimed that the other person hung up instead.
You see, I have no time for stupid talk. Go. Let your dad call me. Let me talk. Your brother, he called me before you, and he said, he said to me, "Is Jesus is alive?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, how come if I go to Wikipedia, I find him dead?" I said, "Well, are you saying that the Quran lie?" And then he hung up because I showed him the Quran saying that Allah, he took him up to heaven, and then he hung up, and then he hung up, and then he hung up.
Farid then called Christian Prince's bluff by upping the stakes. Farid accepted the challenge, but stipulated that the debate needs to take place at a public venue. He furthermore offered to fly to Christian Prince's hometown and pay for his transportation. Farid also mentioned that he wouldn't mind if Christian Prince hid his face behind a mask in order to hide his identity.
And that's what he does. He hides. You know who hides? Cowards. And that's what you are. And this brother ain't falling for it. That's why he wanted a pup. He'll fly you out, everything. Hey, you could have got an all expense paid trip. But he don't have the cojones for it. Straight up.
21st of January, Christian Prince responded to the debate with the following.
Will fly over. He will fly over. Okay, let him fly. I'm waiting. Let me give you my address. I live under Lotus Tree in the heaven, next to the Nile River.
It became very clear that he was not interested in a real debate. A couple of days.
Of course not. Because he's a complete fraud. He's just making money on being like a shock jock. Except he's he's disguising it with religion. Like David Wood, like Apostate Prophet. None of these guys, they don't really believe, man. Come on, man. It's obvious. When you get destroyed by every Muslim that debates you, that has any kind of credentials, I'm not talking about a caller that doesn't know anything about the deen and you want to go and eat them up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that have actual knowledge. Y'all get destroyed every time. Every time. I can't even count how many times I've seen you guys get embarrassed. It's amazing that there's people still dumb enough to follow you guys. To give you guys views and send you money and all that when you guys, all you do is manipulate, lie, and insult. For money. For money. And you pretend to be religious. You pretend to care about truth or speak truth, and then you lie about being a scholar of this and that, and then you can't even read. You're a scholar of Arabic, but you can't read Arabic properly? Come on, man. You got exposed, man. Exposed. You trash.
Days later, Christian Prince decided to attempt to respond to 3 more of Farid's allegations. Not surprisingly, Farid shot down all of Christian Prince's responses in a video he released on the 22nd of January. He then released another video that included more accusations of lies. At this point, Christian Prince had run out of ideas. Desperate, he uploaded a video that he called Christian Prince vs. Farid, Old Debate, Younger Farid, 2017. The reason that he included Old Debate, Younger Farid in the title is because his Muslim opponent clearly does not have the same voice or accent.
Yeah, in regards to what you were saying just now, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that Islam will enter every house in the world.
Such a tactic shouldn't come as much of a surprise for those that are familiar.
So he lies about debating the brother Farid. You see the manipulation? If you were a follower of him, knowing that he could do this, on top of the disgusting things he says, you know he's a liar, full of hatred, full of deception. If you're okay with that, then you're just as bad as him. You're the same way. That's what you like. You just want to hear Muslims, you just hate Muslims, in my opinion, and you just want to hear them trash us. Like the guy that tried to get me to watch this. To react to him and actually try to get me to call him up like I'm that stupid. No. You're that stupid.
With Christian Prince's history with fake guests on his show. However, to Christian Prince, it didn't matter. Farid was not going to call him on his show, and he was not planning to humiliate himself in a public debate. He finally found a method to satisfy his fans by claiming that he won a debate that he never had. On the 24th of January, Farid released a video condemning the tactic while analyzing the speech of the Muslim caller, demonstrating to Christian Prince fans that he was not on the other line. After some of Christian Prince's fans expressed that they did not believe it was Farid on the other line.
Okay, so props to them. Props to his fans. So not all of them are like him. So you got some honest people there that are just being fooled by him, but they're honest enough to call him out when they see that he's clearly, when he gets exposed. Now, those that did that, shout out to you. Much respect. Because you guys are being honest. And I don't have to agree with you to respect you. Let's continue.
Christian Prince proceeded to change the title of his video to one that was slightly less affirmative in tone, in order not to be accountable for his deception.
Wow.
Over 2 months have passed since Farid made his first video in which he accused Christian Prince of lying. To his intelligent fans, Christian Prince is yet to answer most of the accusations that Farid leveled against him. Some of them have even accepted that Christian Prince is indeed a liar. However, to his die-hard followers, none of those accusations need to be addressed. For their idol, Christian Prince, simply cannot do wrong while doing the work of Christ. After all, he has already won a debate 2 years ago. A debate that never happened.
The invisible debate. It's kind of like the Trinity. All right. So that's the end of that video. I don't even need to say a whole lot more. I've said enough. And it's crystal clear that that is his downfall. All he has is his hardcore fans, and it's just because they don't care about truth. They don't care if he lies. To them, it's okay for him to lie, to insult, like no regulations at all. Just do whatever. Just do whatever it takes to insult Muslims. Just pretend you're winning debates that never happened. It's okay for them. But you know what? Woe to you. Because one day, you're going to run out of time. And you're going to have to answer to all this. You know you're not being honest. Allah's watching you. God is watching you. He's seeing this. He's hearing you. He knows your heart. He sees the hatred. He sees that you know he's a liar. And he knows that you don't care. And if you think you're going to get away with that, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not. You are not. I'm going to leave it right there. Until the next one, inshallah.